your Optimus Prime here, back with another video review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at something I just got my hands on today. Autobot Trail Cutter from the Generations line. He's part of the Thrilling 30 of 2014. I guess they can't say Trailbreaker because they lost the rights to it. Anyway, I do find it funny how he's purple. Focus. He is purple here on the side and on the artwork, when the actual toy is a black color. So on the back here you do have your focus obligatory product shot of him in vehicle mode and him in robot mode. You get his tech specs down there, and there's the top. If you want to read the buyout, it's there for you. Give you some time. There we go. So with that out of the way, on to the toy. When you open the box, you'll notice that they didn't have any cover artwork. You know, they didn't have any product shots on the front. Well, that's because you get a comic book sent out by IDW. Hasbro exclusive cover. So this is, I guess, supposed to be like Spotlight Trail Cutter. It's alright. You do see some nice artwork in here. And, of course, jump in the camera here. Of course, you can be the envy of your friends at TFCon. Find the page with a Rodimus star. Yes, I did not understand why they were giving away Rodimus stars to cool people, but apparently, if you're cool, you know, hey, it's a Rodimus star. Yay! So I have not actually read this comic, which I probably should. I know, shame on me, comic geek, not reading a comic. But anyway, let's get on to the toy. And here we have the toy itself. Now, Trail Cutter is very Trailbreakery. He's got the Trailbreaker Generation 1 stripes on the side. Nice logo there on the hood. It would have been nice to see some painted rims, but what are you going to do? And I do have some paint smudges up there on the top, but that kind of bugged me. But I couldn't see it in the packaging because he was in robot mode. He does roll very nicely, but the one problem I have with mine is it doesn't like to stay tabbed together. The arms are really fiddly to get correct. It's a fiddly transformation to get this guy from a nice-looking robot to okay car. It's alright, but as you can see, mine just doesn't tab together. I'm sorry I'm holding it like this. I'm used to having the camera up a little higher. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, so accessories, he does obviously come with his shield, which doesn't look like much of a shield if you hold it this way. But you could, I suppose, if you wanted to, put it like that. I guess. But a nice little detail is they actually gave him like a tonneau cover for the back end of his truck mode, which they didn't have to do, but they did, and it's awesome that they did that. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. So that's basically where I have mine stored most of the time, is right in the back. So, and as you can see, just fiddling with that, caved in the hood, and his wheels roll, but still the hood is now caved in. Very finicky toy to get transformed properly. But the paint apps are nice. Nice Generation 1 inspired paint logos there. Although Reaper labels, you can get on this guy as soon as you want. Won't bug me at all. I'll leave that off, set that to the side. And I'll grab the Seeker mold. Whoa, one of his rockets just fell out. Thundercracker, hold your weapon. Good boy. As you can see, he's like half of the Seeker mold. He's a very, very, very small car, but he bulks up when he becomes a robot, which we'll get to right now. So what you want to do, first off, come around here to the underside, flip out his feet. I just realized there's some sort of goo. Wonder what that was. And take these panels, fold them out, and there are these little orange tabs. Don't know if you can see that because my lighting. Sorry about that. There's this orange tab here that just tabs into the side, like so, forming the leg. Do the same on this side, Tap it right in, and you can stand them up. So once you have this all done, you want to come around here to the side panels, flip them forward. Then you can come around here to the inside, flip out his fists, and fold this little panel up and underneath. Now you can take his hands, rotate them out, then take this section, push it in, right? Right? Am I doing that right? I don't know. Make sure the wheels are out of the way first. There we go. Then there's a little tab there on the end that'll tab into the stomach section. And I like this detailing here that they, again, didn't have to do, but they did. Tab that right in. And then you just kind of finagle everything else into place. And see what I'm saying? That Autobot logo is gone. You can't see it. And that really is kind of a shame on this figure. Or a shame about this figure. There we go. Not shame on this figure. Shame on you, Trail Cutter. I keep wanting to call him Trailbreaker. I'm sorry. Then just rotate the silver pieces up, and they will tab into the windshields. Rotate the upper shoulders down. Upper shoulders? Do you have upper shoulders? I don't know. Sorry, this is like the 4th time I've tried to record this figure. Sorry about that. I'm in a new setup, so my camera keeps falling over and being an utter pain, which is why I've had to do this 5 times. And I'm not stopping again. Urgh. Anyway, you want to rotate his shoulders, which on mine are very hard to do. And I'll just tab right in. Although you can see this one. Oh, well, it did it now. But normally will not stay. Yeah, there we go again. It just they will not stay in for beans. Just get them standing there. Take this orange piece, flip out the head, make sure it tabs into place, and rotate that around. And here you have Trail Cutter in his robot mode. It's a decent robot mode. I really do like it. The oranges and the grays do this figure justice. I'll fold that up. The one problem I do have with it is when you're going to mess with it, like the chest doesn't tab in. Like it does in there, but that's all that's holding it. There's, as far as I can tell, there's nothing in the back to secure it. And they haven't added little details on the... that's awesome. Didn't have to do it, but they did. But when you're playing with them and you're trying to get him in different poses, his torso will just come unpegged, which is... It's an utter pain when you're trying to get this guy, because, again, his shoulder joints are so stiff. Maybe that's just my figure, but, man. So that shield he came with earlier, it can transform into a shield he can use in robot mode. Oh yeah. You just take it, and he can undersling it. Underwield it, I guess. To like a riot shield looking thing, which is awesome. Robots with riot shields? Oh yeah. And this guy is by no means a bad figure. I absolutely adore this figure. I think it's amazing. And a great update to the Trailbreaker figure that we got in Generation 1. Which I don't have. Anyway, taking this out of his hand for a second, I'll get on to the articulation. The articulation. His head will swivel side to side. Some really nice light piping. I wish I could show that off. Hey, in fact, just one second. Get my handy-dandy light here. And that is awesome. He's got that kind of all-spark glowiness about him, which is awesome. Yeah, so it turns left and right. We'll go up, but mainly for the transformation. Although, if you have it transformed out, it'll only go in that far. So I guess you could have him looking up. I don't know. But he does rotate at the upper shoulder through a full 360 degrees. It's on a ball joint. But again, mainly for the transformation. And again, if these stayed in, it'd be so much better looking. He does swivel at the bicep swivel. A single joint at the elbow. And he does have wrist movement, mainly for transformation, but it's cool that it's there nonetheless. Waist rotation. Okay. You can get your trail cutter in half. Just one second. So he does have a waist swivel, but if you try to swivel it too much, you'll end up ripping him in half. And it's really kind of a pain in the butt to get it back on there. There we go. Japers, stay together, Trail Cutter. Keep calling him Cutter. That's awesome. I've trained you well. I've trained me well. Anyway. So basically no waist movement, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of there, so buyer discretion. Ball jointed hips, rotates at the thigh, bends at the knee, and you do get toe movement. And again, some nice detail on the inside of the leg that they didn't have to put in there. But it's so incredibly awesome that they did. Now, final thoughts on Trail Cutter. I like him. I really do enjoy this figure. Although my all-time favorite way to pose him... Hang on, just get him in his pose here. Now, keep in mind, I'm not the best when it comes to posing figures, but... Turning that to the side, going like this. Bringing in Prime, the Beast Hunter's Prime's sword, and yeah, he's gonna go to town on something. There's gonna be no holding this guy back, and if you rotate that forward, oh man, IDW Trail Cutter. This guy just says ultimate badass. Just look at that. I just love the way that looks. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. And if you really want to, he does have weapon storage. Just gotta fold everything up. And you can set it on the force field generator. I think is what it was in Generation 1. So we can just have a sword, or if you wanted to, he does have ports. Plug that into the back as well. So it's all nice and stored, and you can just stand there looking awesome. For a size comparison, here we have Reveal the Shield of Bumblebee. And I will admit, they look pretty cool together. Here we have the club exclusive Terror Dive. There we go. Stay. Stay. No. Stay. Dang it. So, that's how he is with the normal deluxe. And here he is with his wave mate, Thundercracker from Fall of Cybertron. And I don't see the resemblance in the IDW form at all. Like, in the Thundercracker comic, it is Fall of Cybertron Thundercracker. I just don't see that. I just do not see this version of Thundercracker existing in the IDW, the new generation's continuity. But what are you going to do? Anyway, that about wraps things up here. So if you see Trail Cutter, should you pick him up? Definitely. Definitely. Pick this guy up. He is awesome. You will not regret your purchase. Again, aside from a few QC issues like the shoulders not staying in place and him being a little back heavy at times, it's a great figure, great new mold, and I will be definitely picking up the hoist version of this guy, because this mold is just awesome. And not to mention, orange and black look really good together. And the light splashes of blue in there are pretty freaking cool as well. Just 1 second. There we go. I forgot to mention, you can add his shield just to his arm, but I don't know. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not my favorite for this guy. I'd much prefer him underslinging the full riot shield and wielding Prime sword. Because, I don't know, that just says epic. That just says badass. I'm sorry I'm using that, but it's just, there's no other word to describe how awesome that looks. In fact, say hello to my new profile picture. Oh yeah.